give you this so that I'm able to explain. I'm able to explain about those three, because sometimes people still don't understand how this strategy mode works. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So, all right. I'm trying to join with my other account here. Let me share on this one. Okay, so we are looking at whole warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, and then sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Those are the three strategy mode that we are having on Royalq. Okay. My account is taking long to load, but let me just explain. Let me just explain so that someone is able to understand. So when it comes to whole warehouse mode, whole warehouse mode, as the word says, whole warehouse, it means when it comes to selling, when the robot reaches a take profit that you have said, it means the robot is going to sell all the stock that it has bought from the warehouse that it was being kept. Okay? Whole warehouse mode. The robot will sell all the stock at once. If you put the strategy mode in whole warehouse mode, if the robot buys margin call even 1,000, it buys margin call 50, it buys margin call 10. Okay? When it comes to selling, the robot is going to sell all of them at once. That is whole warehouse mode. So the robot will sell every single stock from your warehouse. It will never keep anything. All right. So that is the whole warehouse mode. Now, when you are using whole warehouse mode and you are trading with more than 4 margin calls, what are you doing to yourself? You are not taking advantage of the other settings that the Royalq can give you. Because if you are using whole warehouse mode and you are trading with more than 4 margin calls, it means you cannot earn when the coin is dipping. Okay, the coin is dipping, what we call sub sales. You are not going to earn from sub sales. You're gonna wait till the price comes back to the take profit that you have said, which is your main take profit. So the whole warehouse mode, it will limit you to earn from sub sales. That is the limitation. So you need to make sure that when you are trading with more than 4 margin calls, you shouldn't be using whole warehouse mode. It will depend on your choice, but you'll be limited when the coin is dropping and your robot is buying more. Instead of you earning from sub sales, you're not going to be able to earn. All right. So the whole warehouse mode, when it is activated, that is what it is going to happen. It will sell, the robot will sell the rest of the stock from the warehouse. Yes. So it will use your main take profit. If you're using 3%, it's going to give you the take profit of 3%. No sub sales. Now, sub-bin mode. Sub-bin mode. When you activate your robot into sub-bin mode strategy, what is going to happen is that when you are trading with more than 4 margin calls, when the robot sells call number 5, for example, the robot has bought call number 4, and then it did not find an opportunity to sell those 4 margin calls. Remember, when it comes to the martingale, the robot will sell call number 1 to 4, all right, all of them at once. But when it comes from call number 5 going downwards, the robot is going to sell them one at a time. So when the robot is in a sub-bin mode, that is, if you put your robot in a sub-bin mode or the other mode, it means that when call number 5 has been bought and there is a take profit that is set under call number 5, the robot is going to sell call number 5. All right. When it sells call number 5, it will give you capital that was used to buy call number 5 only, without giving you the profit that has been made on call number 5. For example, if the robot used $20 to buy call number 5, it will sell $20 coin and give you the $20, but the profit that has been made out of $20 capital, it is not going to give you. It will take the profit and use it to bring your average price closer to the current price for margin call number 1 to 4. I don't know if that is clear. Sub-bin mode, robot will only give you your capital. It will never give you your take profit. No. It will use the take profit, it will take it back to the market to reduce your average price so that it can come closer to current price. Which margin calls? Margin call number 1 to 4. That is sub-bin mode. All right. Sub-bin mode real-time settlement. It means you are going to get your capital. You are also going to get your take profit. When you go to your revenue details, you will see that robot has sold call number 5. It used $15. The $15 is back. If it has made 0.5%, I mean $0.5 as a profit, or it has made $1 as profit from the $15, you go and check in your revenue details, you will see that the 50 cents is there, the $1 is there, the $2 is there, that has been made from call number 5 alone, while the robot is waiting to sell call number 1 to 4. Okay, so the advantage of sub-bin mode is that it is going to take your profit and put it back in the market to reduce the it's gonna help you to reduce the floating loss, because it will bring your average price closer to the current price, but it will never show you in your revenue details. That is sub-bin mode. But sub-bin mode real-time settlement, then you enjoy the sub-sales, profit plus capital of every margin call that is going to be bought and sold. Those are the 3 differences between whole warehouse mode, sub-bin mode, and sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Leadership Mdu, I think you have understood that. I think it's clear. All right, thank you so much. Okay, I'm concerned in case you die. Is there any way your next of kin can get your money or not? Little Julius, We are living in a time where we are inheriting pathways. What do you say about this? Someone is worried that if they die today, their next of kin, is it going to be possible for them to inherit? Is it possible for them to have the money that their fathers or their mothers is having?
One, you should provide login details to your next of kin. So you should be able to provide your login details to your next of kin. They will not be able to have that magic of knowing your login details. Where if you can go in your Binance and tap on more services, I don't know if that icon is still there. There is an area where you could go ahead and enter details of your next of kin. But the most important part, like I usually say, me, I have a book. And my next of kin knows that special book that has all the passwords of different accounts. So she does not need to, my next of kin doesn't need to spend a lot of time. When I pass away, she just goes to the book, which you. Then she logs in. Which account? Binance. Then she logs in. As simple as that.
Okay. All right. So guys, you have heard for yourself. We are living in a time where our next of kin, they are going to inherit our pathways. So we have to write down our details. Sometimes it touches me when people, they are not serious about their inheritance. Yes, people who forget to write down things that has to do with their investment, things that have to do with their business. They are not writing them down. So how do you expect your next of kin to inherit your Binance account if you are that someone who is always losing your details? So you need to be serious. Yes. So write down your pathways, write down your details, your emails. I know that some we are using different emails on Royalq and on Binance or on the exchange that we are using. So indicate, write down properly. This is the email address for Binance. This is the email address for Royalq. These are the login details for Binance. These are the login details for Royalq. So that when you sleep today, people, they are able to go into your account. They can log into your account. Yes. They will access the email. They will access your emails and then log into your account. So that is it. Okay. Leader Julius, what are the disadvantages and advantages of using bull run strategy on one short strategy? Someone is asking that question.
That is a very huge question. I don't know how to answer.
Advantages and disadvantages of the bull run strategy.
Okay. Because it uses AI, less floating loss. Less floating loss. Two, if someone uses our signals, is guaranteed. Because it uses wallet management, someone has power to trade more coins and keep making money. Whether they are in floating loss in one coin could be in floating loss, then another coin could be in profit. Disadvantage, less returns. Because it uses the margin call. If the AI margin call, if the market doesn't drop, the person will stay with the little profit they have made. I hope those are enough answers. Back to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay. I have been in Royalq since 2021. Someone is asking, how can I set a coin without margin calls? Because when I switch off margin calls, it still buys. I'm not sure about this. I haven't experienced it. If you switch off your margin calls, you are telling the robot not to buy. So when you said even when you switch off your margin calls, it buys, I don't think what you are saying here is true. Leader Julius, is it possible for the robot to buy margin calls even though you have switched off margin call button?
No. Maybe it doesn't know how to do it well. It's not possible.
It's not possible. There should be a mistake that the person is doing. Even when the margin call button is switched off, maybe there's the person does not see the difference whether it is off or it is on. But with my experience in Royalq, when you switch off the margin call button, you are telling the robot not to buy. So there is no way that the robot is gonna not follow your instructions. No, it always follow your instructions. All right. So you probably you need to attend more training. Yes, so that you are able to understand. You can combine the indicators on the unpaid version on TradingView. Yes, that is only 2 indicators, because right now TradingView only allows you to use 2 indicators at a time. So you can combine only 2. When you have finished using those 2, you can remove one or you can remove both and bring new ones that you want to check as well. So you can combine your indicators on the unpaid version of TradingView, but mind you, it's only 2 indicators at a time. You cannot use more than that. It's not going to allow you to do so. Okay? When selling coin manually, some coins just bring market option without bringing the other percentage options, while others bring both. Why? Some coins, they bring market option, others they don't bring market options. Why? Leader Julius, there's Naboth who is asking this question. He said, when you're selling the coin manually, some of the coins they're gonna bring the market option, others they don't bring.
It depends on the number of margin calls you set and the strategy mode you are in. So if you have more than 5, if you have less than 5, that's where the difference comes from.
All right. I think Naboth has got that. Naboth has got that when it comes to selling manually. Selling manually. Okay. I think this question has been tackled. The questions that has to do with troubles in logging into Binance and Royalq. I think Leader Julius answered this. Yes. Okay. How to deposit money from Binance wallet to other Binance wallet? And do they charge you when you are depositing money from Binance wallet to another Binance wallet? Leader Julius, do you get charged when you are moving money from Binance account to another Binance account? Okay, let me answer that. I think Leader Julius is busy with something. When you are moving money from Binance to another Binance, when you are using email, okay, when you click on withdraw, okay, whether you are withdrawing coins, okay, or you are withdrawing USDT, when you are withdrawing using email or you are using Binance ID, okay, they don't charge you when you are using those services. Remember, when you click on withdraw, it gives you options. Do you want to send using email, or you wanna use a crypto wallet? Okay. Do you wanna use crypto wallet? Do you want to use email? So when you are using email, you're using Binance ID. Okay. They don't charge you when you are using those services. It means you are using Binance services that the other person is also using. Okay. But when you select your crypto wallet, you want to send using crypto wallet, then you should expect some charges. But if you are using email, Binance ID, it means the person is already on Binance. The person is having a Binance account, so they don't charge. You are just using the services of Binance. But when you choose crypto wallet, it means Binance is not sure whether this person is using Binance or is using what exchange. So they do charge you when you are using a crypto wallet to move money from Binance. Okay. What's the next question here? Okay. So on the issue of the mod, I see there are a couple of questions under the mods, the strategy mod. Okay, we always recommend that you use the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Okay, we always recommend that you use the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. But if your idea is that you want your robot to use the profit so that it can bring the average price closer to the current price, then you use the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. I mean the sub-bin mode, not the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. If you are vying for the robot reducing your average price coming closer to the current price, then use sub-bin mode. But if you want to have profit together with your capital, then use sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Okay. We always recommend for that, especially if you're trading with more margin calls. You need to enjoy the sub sales. So it's better you use sub-bin mode real-time settlement. You get your profit together with your capital so that the robot can continue buying and selling with the profit that has been made. All right. So that's what we recommend. But you can choose. You can choose. All right. Someone is still asking sub-bin mode real-time settlement, warehouse mode. I think I did answer that one. Your Binance, okay, my Binance account can't open. I'm using correct accounts. It's telling me Binance account not found. My Binance account can't open. I'm using correct accounts. It's telling me Binance account not found. Leader Julius, what could be the problem?
It's putting in wrong details.
David Nkuna.
The person is putting in wrong details. It is not possible. If the email is not working, change to phone number. If you fail, go to X, type in the words Binance support, then go to their chat and share with them your problem. They will answer you on X. If you don't understand what I mean by X, I mean the previous Twitter. Go download X, open an account, then write to Binance. As long as you must be putting in a wrong email. You know, when it comes to email, when someone has a challenge with login, sometimes they might write kavanda@gmail.com when they have not put the word at. You know, there are usually small mistakes. Maybe someone puts a comma or a full stop in between. There are usually small mistakes that people do. And for them, they think they are not big. So what you do, go to X, search for Binance support. When you search for Binance support, then make sure you put in your details and they will give you an answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Leader Julius, for that answer. Although I set a given preset price, I find out that the robot doesn't buy at that price. When I see that the current price is different from the average price, it buys slightly higher than the price set. Please explain why this is so. Leader Julius,
Okay.
are you understanding this question?
Yes, it is simple. What we trade are called the cryptocurrency. In fact, cryptocurrencies. I might look at a coin and I say Bitcoin is at $45,000. But this market, that's why when we are teaching technical analysis, you will find that there is 1 second analysis. If someone analyzes the market in 1 second, and they are trying to talk about 1 second analysis, which means the market moves faster than you who's trying to set. Okay? The market moves faster than you who's trying to set. So for you might look at a price and say I'm buying Bitcoin at 45,000. By the time you press buy, the market has already moved at $46,000. That's the cause. Okay, we are dealing with highly volatile assets.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Julius, for that. I hope that is clear. We are trading assets that fluctuates. We are trading assets that fluctuates. All right. Let me check these hands if they are still here. I'm seeing. Okay, let me start with Paul Monju. Paul Monju, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Okay, just a second. All right. So Paul Monju, your hand is up. I'm asking you to unmute and ask your question. Yes, Paul, come on board.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Are you getting me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to ask if I'm trading in a circle, like Bitcoin in a circle trade, what of the trade strategy is preferable for a circle trade?
Okay, you are asking about the strategy mode.
The strategy mode, yeah, that's what I want to know.
Okay. Leader Julius?
First and foremost, whenever trading, the goal should be looking at why are you trading? Why are you putting your coin in a circle? Okay, the reason why we recommend sub-bin mode on one shot is because our goal of trading in sub-bin mode is to get out of that coin and set another. That's why on one shot we recommend sub-bin mode. But for your reason on trading on a cycle is to make profit. So sub-bin mode, real-time settlement. Because your goal is profit. You need to trade like, but if your goal is to make big profits, even when in cycle, you can put in the whole warehouse mode. Okay, your whole warehouse mode. If your goal is big profit, because when you put in sub-bin mode, you'll be making profit, but the profits will be very little coming repeatedly.
Okay.
Okay. So it depends on your goal of trading.
Okay. And I have a follow-up question. I never had Bitcoins in my wallet. I'm using OKX. But this morning I went to my wallet and I saw a little amount of Bitcoins, which is ready for trade. I mean, said this asset, tradable asset in my wallet. Can I ask, how did it come about? Is it because I was trading in a circle, or how did it come about? Although I love seeing it, but I'm like lost. I want to know so that I can explain to any other person who may come across it too. Yeah.
I may not have a straight answer, but if you are, have you recommended that exchange to anyone?
Oh yeah, I did so.
So those are rewards that come from your efforts. Okay. Whenever people trade, you always get some small bonuses. Those are usually rewards that come from your efforts. So whenever you recommend the platform, you'll always be rewarded.
Okay, I was asking because what I saw was in Bitcoin. So I was thinking that if the reward should have been in USDT, but it is in Bitcoin, so that's why I was a little bit confused, you know. Yeah. I used to get to leader junior.
I hope I've answered you.
Okay, all right. I think that question has been answered. And the other thing also, probably in addition to what the Julius has answered, remember when you go into your exchange, right on top there, you can check. Do you want your balance to show in USDT form, in Bitcoin form? All right. So it depends what you have indicated there on top. What do you want your balance to show? Should it show in USDT form or it should show in BTC form, your assets? So you also need to look at that. But mostly it is about earnings that you are getting for recommending the platform to other people. So when they come and use the platform, then you get some earnings. All right.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Okay, let me take Innocent Dushime. Innocent.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
Innocent,
everyone.
go ahead.
Are you understanding my voice?
Yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. This is Innocent, your friend from Rwanda. I really like how you teach people and how you give the support. Thank you. May God continue to bless you. But I have one question. So my problem is this. Since when I was setting my signal, I've been compounding. So I don't have money for trading other coins. So I bought WRX and bait. It's been 1 month. It has been forwarded. So I don't know what to do. What advice can you give me? I tried to follow the rules that you gave us when you've been teachers about compounding. Now I'm still waiting my coin to deliver so that I can continue in this bull run. I'm sitting. What advice can you give me for my coins? Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Innocent. I think Leader Julius has got a very good answer for that. Leader Julius, Innocent is using the compounding method, is currently in 2 trades, but now he doesn't have capital, he's in floating loss. So what advice can you give to him? I know the answer is obvious, but because Innocent is looking for advice, what advice can you give to him?
Let him go and share the business. Or put in more capital. Usually people don't want my answer, but I usually ask a question. Do you have more money? Then usually you'll hear the answer is no. Okay. But do you want to continue making money? The answer is yes. Now, more money, more money. Less money, less money. I want to raise people to imagine that yeah, I came into my senses. I came into my senses the day I discovered that the price of BTC, the day I discovered that the price of BTC is still down when I joined cryptocurrency in 2021. The price of BTC went down to the price of BTC went down to $15,000. And I discovered that if I don't share the business, I will not have capital to keep trading. And that's why I decided to share the business so that I could develop more capital to be able to continue trading. I don't know if I've answered, but back to you, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Leader Julius. Yeah, it's only two options. If you cannot open your mouth and share the business, then be patient and wait till your trades have delivered. If you are looking for more capital, then use your mouth to share the opportunity so that you bring in more capital, because the capital that you are having is already in the trade and it hasn't delivered yet. So those are the two options. All right. Let me pick this one. This is it Kaz? Oh, okay. I think I did answer this. Kazadi. Is it another question or the hand that you raised earlier? Kazadi? I think we handled your question. I think your hand is still up. Okay. Let me go to the chat. Let me go to the chat. And then, okay, someone wants more about compounding. Someone want to know about compounding. Okay, let me share my screen. How to use the compounding calculator and then get the desired results. Okay, I hope you can see my screen here. I hope you can see my screen. So you are compounding. The idea is to compound. Now, let's imagine that you are using $15 as your first buy-in amount, okay? $15 as your first buy-in amount, and you are collecting 3% from every trade, all right? From every trade you are collecting how many percent? You are collecting 3%. So let's assume that you are doing for 300 successful trades. All right, so I want you to look at this. How do you set the next trade after the first trade has closed? All right, how do you set the next trade after the first trade has been closed? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry for that. Let me go back to the compounding calculator. So I was saying, how do you set up the next trade? So when you look at this, I don't know if you are able to see on my screen, but I want you to look closely here. Okay, this is your first trade. This is your first trade, $15, and you have collected 3% from the $15 capital. Okay, Here you can use any amount to be your first buy-in amount. It depends how much capital you are using. But I'm using this as an example. So I want you to capture this. When you are using your first buy-in amount, whether it's $20, $50, $100, $15, okay? After the trade has closed, you are going to have your first profit. If you are going to look here, it says day one. Day one meaning to say first trade that has been closed, okay? Day one, it means first trade that has been closed. So the first trade has been closed. Which one? Which first trade? The one for $15 capital. And I have benefited 3%. And this 3% is the sense that you are seeing this. Can you see the 45 cents that is added to my $15? Yes, that is the 3% I have benefited from the $15. Now, when I'm setting up the next trade, I'm going to take this 45 cents. I put it here. I'm going to put it there, 15.45. That is my first buy-in amount. So when the robot buys, it is adding my first profit. In this way, I am compounding. Even if I reach that I have made $50 as profit, I'm going to take this $50, I add it to my first buy-in amount, and I'm going to make it my first buy-in amount. So to those that are trading with big capital, not only $15, when your trade has closed, for example, your trade has closed, okay, and you want to set up another trade, when you take your profit, adding it your first buy-in amount, for example, in this case, I'm having 15.45 as my first buy-in amount. Once the robot buys with this as my first buy-in amount, I'm going to come to my settings and I'm going to change back to $15 as my first buy-in amount, because I want the robot to put in the 45 cents to compound it to my $15. That is the idea. So if I'm trading with $1,000 and I'm using $50 to be my first buy-in amount, if the robot makes $20 on my first trade as profit, okay, I'm going to take 20, I'm going to add it to my 50, it's going to be 70. When the robot buys the first time with $70, I'm going to come and change my first buy-in amount back to 50, because the idea is to compound my profit, which is $20, adding it to my 50. So the robot is going to buy with $70, the first buy-in amount. The rest, it is going to use $50, which is my first buy-in amount. I don't know if this makes sense. So you will see that here is the first trade, which is day one. It is indicated as day one because here it says 300 days. But in actual sense, we are looking at 300 successful trades. All right. So don't worry about the days. I want you to focus that these are 300 successful trades. So the first trade has closed. When it has closed, I'm going to take my profit and add it to the day two, which is the second trade. Can you see now my profit is increasing? Can you see? First it was 45, now it is 91. So on my second trade, I'm gonna make my first buy-in amount 15.91. 15.91. Then the next trade, I'm going to make 16.39. It means this has made another profit. That's why you see now it is becoming to 16 now. $1 something has been created. So that is how you set your compounding. When we say compound your first buy-in amount, this is what we mean. The profit the robot has made, make it your first buy-in amount. Add it to your first buy-in amount. After it has bought the first buy, change your first buy-in amount back to the one that you are using. If you are using 20, change it back to 20. If you are using 50, change it back to 50 after you have added your profit. Okay, is that clear on the compounding part? How do you compound your capital? Is that clear? Someone was asking about that. Is that okay? Is that okay on the compounding part? There's someone who was asking about the compounding. Is that okay? Okay, all right. The person has understood. The person has understood. Okay, there's a hand here. Allow me to pick it. Yes. Isaac Masaba, ask your question.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So
yes, good morning, sir.
Yeah, my question is, there is this issue that I think you need to help us and emphasize on well, about the Binance and then the Royalq, where we are entering a correct email address, correct password, everything they are correct that we have been using to log in. But with Binance, it is telling us that Binance not found, and then with the Royalq, it is telling us that user does not exist. But we are entering correct email address and everything.
Are you having very good internet connection?
Very good internet connection, and then data, everything is good and well. Now we have taken over 1 week without trading because of that.
Are you sure you're putting the correct details? Are you not missing a slight small thing in your login details?
We are not. Maybe it could be that if it was only, for example, to only Royalq or to only Binance, but now why 2 accounts at the same time?
Okay. All right. Is it only you, or is you with your entire team?
No. Actually, it is for my downline. It is for my downline. That is in Puna David.
But are you sure your downline is giving you the right login details? But because it's not possible, I haven't experienced it. Yeah, that one I can challenge you. I can even offer myself for service. I can say, please come to my inbox. Let me help you. I want to check, but it's not possible. There is no way. There should be a slight mistake somewhere. I have seen it.
Okay.
Some even in my team, some of my downlines, they would say that I am using the correct login details, only to find out that they put a comma somewhere, but they forget to put it in this time around. All this hassle, it was because of they were forgetting to put a comma that they put on their login details.
Now, what we do, let me come to your inbox and then we proceed one-on-one.
Okay, please do so. I can offer myself for service because I know that is not possible. If the account is not existing and you're having the right login details, it's not possible. That one I can challenge you.
Okay, thank you. We shall proceed from there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so okay, some they are saying sometimes it's poor internet connection. The application will say that, all right, but honestly I haven't experienced that. Okay. Dennis, let me ask Leader Julius to answer this question. Leader Julius, Dennis is asking that if he is having 1,000 USDT to trade with Royalq, how much can he make per day?
He can make according to how much he has invested on the coin and how that coin performs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the answer, sir.
Dennis, did you get your answer? You are going to make according to your capital. When we say capital, it's not the 1,000 that you are talking about. No. You can have $1,000 as capital, but remember, the robot does not put all the money at once. So it is going to give you profit on how much capital, how much stock the robot has bought from your capital that you are using. And on top of that, market performance. Market performance. All right. So that is the answer. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ryzen also is giving a solution to the people that are having an issue with the login. Make sure that your applications, they are always up to date. There are people who doesn't know how to update applications. Whenever an update comes in, they avoid it. They don't update the applications. So you may encounter some of these things. So make sure that your applications that you are using to make money, they are always updated. Okay, guys, let's take note of that. Let's make sure that your update, they are always up to date. Your applications, they are always up to date. All right. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Okay, Morris. Morris, your hand is up. Okay, I think we're gonna just give 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the session. We are already 17 minutes past 10, which is 17 minutes past 11 East African time. All right, so I'm taking the hand of, where's the gentleman now? Has disappeared. There was a hand that I was seeing here. I don't see it anymore. Oh, you are here. Okay. Is this Isaac? No, it was not the hand of Isaac. There was another hand here. Isaac, I have answered. I have tackled your question. I'll come to your inbox, Isaac. Let me check. Let me check. Leader Julius, please answer this question. Why do money reduce in my Binance when the coin is in floating loss? Why my money reduces in Binance when the coin is in floating loss? Someone want to know what is happening? Leader Julius, are you here? Oh, it was Morris. Yes, it was Morris who raised up the hand. It was Morris who raised up the hand. I'm going to pick your hand, Morris. Just hold on. I just want us to answer this question. What normally happens when someone is trading a coin and the coin is in floating loss and the price, the value in the Binance or in the crypto exchanges decreases? We need to understand that we are trading cryptocurrencies. They fluctuate in price. All right? They fluctuate in price. So when they are fluctuating in price, what does that mean? It means that the quantity, if you bought 10 Bitcoins, currently, let's say you bought 10 Bitcoins at $40,000 each. All right? You bought 10 Bitcoins at $40,000 each. Then the price of Bitcoin goes down to, let's say, $35,000. Okay? The price of Bitcoin goes down to $35,000 after you bought them at $40,000. So when you go to your Royalq, you are going to see that Royalq gives you a record. How many Bitcoins did it buy for you? And when you go to your Binance and check them, you are going to see how many Bitcoins the robot bought for you. It is still 10. Okay, it is still 10. But now, when you check in your Binance wallet, you will discover that the price of Bitcoin is no longer 40,000, it is 35,000. So the difference from where the robot bought, okay, from where the robot bought, which was 40,000, and now the price has gone down to 35,000. What it means that the value of your Bitcoin has decreased. It did not increase. It has decreased. That's why you are going to see the amount of money that is in Bitcoin. Currently, if you decided to sell, you will discover that it is less than the one that you invested. That's what we call floating loss. But it does not mean that you have conceived a loss. It means that the value of Bitcoin has decreased. So it is normal. It is normal for the price of your assets to go down because they also go up. That's why we talk about profit. We talk about profit because the asset has increased in value. When it decreases in value, that's what we call floating loss. Are we together? So it is normal for an asset to fluctuate or to go down in terms of price. And it also goes up. When it goes up, we don't complain and we don't ask because we are gaining. But when the price is decreasing is when it becomes a problem. But I want you to have this at the back of your mind that the amount of Bitcoin that you bought with your money, it is still 10 Bitcoins. It did not decrease. So anytime Bitcoin rises, you're going to land into profit. So when your asset is decreasing in terms of value, don't panic. Just check the amount of the asset. Is it still the same? If it is still the same, then no worries at all. Okay? So it is normal for crypto to fluctuate. It is normal for crypto to what? To fluctuate. Morris, ask your question. I don't know if I've answered that issue of floating loss. Morris, ask your question.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
These days we have been taught to use the bull run strategy.
Okay.
And when we are setting the coin on the multiple buying ratio,
yes,
we are putting 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay.
So now my question is, is it possible for me, in case I have enough capital, to use the double up?
Yes. You can you can change the multiple buy-in ratio. The reason why we are providing that setup, because if you are able to listen to what Leader Julius says, you can use $100 to trade that strategy. So that setting, it is allowing someone who is having small capital so that they can also use the strategy. But if you are having good capital, you cannot even use the double up, the double up method. Remember, there is that button that you want your robot to buy double. You can just adjust your buy-in ratio, your multiple buy-in ratio, because you are having good capital. It is okay. There is nothing wrong with that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Sure. I have asked you to unmute. There's a person called Sure here. Please ask your question. I have allowed you to unmute. Sure. Go ahead, Sure.
All right. Well done. Thanks so much for allowing me to ask my question. Yes, I still want to ask question based on their floating losses. Now, you were making an analysis that if peradventure I bought 10 Bitcoin, each at the rate of $40, and it went low to $35, Now, take for example, I've already placed my trade. I've already told my robot to go to the market and trade that particular Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, it went down to $35. Now, will I still make profit? Will there be any profit for me for that day's trade? So that's my question.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Okay, so one thing that we need to emphasize when we are trading, we are not saying that we are going to have profit every single day. We need to understand that, because Royalq does not control the what? The market. The market has got its own things that it does. I also had this question. When you are setting, when you are analyzing a coin, for example, in a 1 hour time frame or in 4 hours time frame, there are people that are having a mindset that says, if I take a coin in 4 hours time frame, it means my robot is going to complete the trade in 4 hours time. No, it's not like that. It is just for analyzing the coin. So when we are trading, we need to have, I'm going to ask Leader Julius to add to this. We need to have this at the back of our mind. We are trading in a market where big guys, they are also trading. So Royalq does not control the movement of price. If the price goes down from where our robot bought, and imagine that our capital has been exhausted, when the price is dropping, our robot is not buying more. It simply means there is a possibility that we might stay a little bit longer in the market. Because when we understand the algorithm, how Royalq works, you discover that it buys when the price is fluctuating. If the price is increasing, it sells. So if the price is not dropping, you discover that from where we want to enter, if you enter a coin using $15 and the robot has bought the first buy, you will discover that if the price does not drop according to your settings, the robot is not going to buy more. It will be focusing on selling what it has bought. All right. So the same applies to the downtrend. When the robot is, when the price of the coin you are trading is decreasing and you don't have more capital to buy, it means the robot will wait from the point where it made a purchase till the price comes back to it, and then it will sell. So it simply means that if that day passes the market without returning, it means you're not going to make profit on that day. If you are only trading one coin and you are limited in terms of capital, remember you can trade many coins if your capital is good. So while one coin is delaying, the other coin is performing well. So you end up making profit on a daily basis because you are trading multiple coins. But someone who is limited with capital, they will have to wait for their capital to be released from that trade so that they can pick another trade. I don't know if that makes sense. Leader Julius, are you still here? Okay, Leader Julius has left. I don't know, did I answer your question, the person who was asking? It is about market performance and capital. Those two plays a very big role in trading. Because if you're having good capital, you're not going to rely on one coin or on one single trade. Okay? You're not going to rely on one single trade. Let me allow you to unmute. This is sure. Okay, yes. I have allowed you to unmute.
All right. Thanks so much. You've answered my question. Now, the last question I have to ask is this: because look, I'm new. So I'm not.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Ask your question.
All right. Now, how do I know the right coin to trade?
Okay.
How do I know the right coin? Will there be signals given to us in the group or how? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Sure. We do provide the signals. I don't know in which team you are, but when it comes to crypto ambassadors, there are signals that are provided. We understand that we are having newbies that has got no knowledge when it comes to analyzing a coin or analyzing the market. So we provide signals. On top of that, we are also having a class for extra knowledge when it comes to analyzing coins. We do have that class Monday to Friday, every single morning. So we also provide extra knowledge, how to pick a coin, how to analyze a coin, how to enter a coin. We do that. But signals are there for our newbies because we understand that it's not everybody who's got knowledge about trading.
All right. Thanks so much. That's good. You've answered my questions. God bless.
All right. Thank you so much. Sure. Kazadi Invest. I think I did give you an opportunity. Is there any other question you want to ask, Kazadi?
Yes, thank you for this opportunity. Good morning, Coach. My question is, how can I identify a new coin on Binance? Because I've seen that like some new coins have a kind of way of pumping high. So how can I identify it? Thank you.
What do you mean identifying a coin on Binance? In what way? You want to identify a coin in Binance so that you trade it in Royalq? What do you mean? And you needed to shed more light there. Or you did mute. Let me allow you to unmute again. Yes, Kazadi, please bring more clarity on identification of a coin in Binance.
Now, like this coin OM, now what I mean, if it is coming in Royalq and I can trade it, how can I identify it? So that, because I've seen if a coin is new, you can easily gain high profits than these coins which are still moving on. So how can I identify such a coin?
We are trading in Royalq. So the coins that we are trading in Royalq list them. If there are new coins that it is adding, it is gonna also it makes an announcement that we have added pair so and pair so to the pairs that we are having. So if you are looking to trade a coin using Royalq, you have to wait for the coin to be added to the pairs that we are trading so that you can pick it up. All right?
Okay.
Because we are trading using Royalq. So allow the coin to be listed on Royalq so that you can trade it. You cannot pick a coin in Binance which is not traded in Royalq. No, unless you wanna use the exchange to buy and sell. But if you are using Royalq, allow the coin to be listed. If it is not listed, you're not gonna trade it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, the other concern is.
Yes, go ahead. Which other concern? Kazadi, I cannot hear you. What is the other concern? Okay, let me go to Waswa. Waswa, is this Waswa? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Waswa, what is your question? Waswa.
Sir, my question is,
yes.
Let me say after a trade, maybe like today, maybe I have started maybe a trade, yeah. After a trade carrying out, now in setting in another signal, now on here in first buy in amount, do I calculate still my capital, my initially first capital, or I follow the capital that has remained there after a trade? How is it?
Are you asking about compounding?
No, for me when I'm setting, I'm using manual create. I'm using manual create. I don't know if that is still under compound.
Okay. So remember there are other scenarios. For example, you have allocated $300 to a particular trade, right? And you have given settings according to $300 setting. But you discover that the coin that you are entering, the robot was not able to put the whole amount of $300. When it buys from your first buy, probably it will only buy maybe 3 margin calls. After that, the market turns to the upside. The market is no longer going downward, but is now going upward. So the robot will focus to sell the 3 margin calls that it has bought. But you remember, you allocated $300, and the $300 is not all of it put in the market. Okay, so when you are setting your second trade, you are still working with your $300, which is allocated to that particular trade. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes. When you are allocating, remember, there are people that are trading maybe 2-3 coins, and they have allocated a certain amount to every coin. But you need to understand that the Royalq robot does not control the market. So sometimes it's going to only buy once. Then after that, the market bounces to the upside. Then the robot is going to sell whatever it has bought, not with the amount you allocated. No, it gives you profit of what has been bought. So when it has sold, then you want to set another trade. You are still looking at your initial capital that you have allocated. It's just that this coin that you picked, it has high momentum. The robot only buys once, buys 2, or buys 3. Then after that, goes to the upside. Then it sells whatever it bought. It never put all your amount you allocated. So that should not be an issue.
Okay, still meaning
yes.
I should maintain the gold, yeah? I should maintain that price.
Yes, you can maintain your capital, because remember, it's about wallet management. What you're doing is wallet management.
Last time I set in a coin in CFX, even first buy in amount, I gave it $23. Then I come here and go in the call margin, then I put 5, meaning I should still use that $23. Eh?
You used how much?
I used it in the first buy in amount. I gave it $23 because for me, when I started this business, I started with a capital of 1M in Uganda shillings, meaning that is how much in Uganda, in USDTs.
Okay.
Now my mentor told me, meaning for me, at least I should trade two coins in Uganda in a day. I should not exceed that.
All right. That's good advice because of your capital. Yeah. So maintain that till your capital has grown. Maintain that standard of trading till your capital has grown. Then you can start increasing the number of coins to trade per day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, the point is understood.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anyone with a question? I think we have okay, Masaba Isaac, are you still here? I'm sending you a message. Masaba Isaac, I'm owing you. Masaba Isaac, I'm owing you. So I'm sending you a message direct to you. Please check. Please check. Masaba Isaac, I offered myself for service. So I'm sending you a message direct to you. Please, after the Zoom, you can come to my WhatsApp. You can come to my WhatsApp. Matsaba Isaac, I'm sending you a message. Okay, you are not in the meeting. Okay, you are not in the meeting, Matsaba Isaac. Okay. All right, guys, anyone with a question? I think we can close this meeting. I don't see questions in the chat. Okay, Dennis is asking for 1,000 USDT, how many pair can I trade? Okay, you can divide your capital. It depends on which strategy you want to use, Dennis. All right. You can divide your capital into 2, or you can also divide your capital into 3. Okay. So with $1,000, you can trade 2 coins, or you can trade 3 coins, or you can even trade more than that. I'm saying this because we are having what we call the bull run strategy. All right. So the bull run strategy, you can start trading from as little as $100. So how much are you allocating to every coin? That should be the question. But now for you, with $1,000, I think it's a good capital. So you can divide your capital into 2. All right. You can divide your capital into 2, 500, 500. Then out of the first 500, then you are going to allocate probably 30% of that capital. All right. Probably you're going to use 300 out of the first 500. You use 300 to trade. In that other 500 or so, you use 300 to trade, and you are remaining with 400 as a reserve. All right. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, Dennis. So you can divide your capital into 2, or you can divide it into 3. But I would recommend that you divide it into 2. Then you use 500, 500. The first 500, you don't use it all. Use 30%. Okay. And the other one also, you do the same. Then you are able to pick 2 trades at a time using your capital. And you are having backup capital. 200 left, 200 left on the other side, which is 400. Is that okay, Dennis? Dennis, is that okay? All right. Okay. That is cool. Pamela, you want to know how to read and interpret a graph. Please attend the morning session. All right. Everyone who wants to learn how to analyze a coin, we do have a technical analysis Zoom, Monday to Friday. It is 6:30 South African time, and I think it is 7:30 East African Standard Time. We do have that class for extra knowledge, how to analyze a coin, how to understand charts, how to understand graphs. Someone is saying graphs. We call them charts, okay? So if you want to learn about this, join our early morning Zoom. Early morning Zoom. Yeah. There was a hand. I think it's going to be the last one. Okay, but I think it has been dropped. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. I want to appreciate your presence here, especially those that decided to ask questions. Yes, so what is the problem now? We need to close.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yes, yes.
Now, yeah, now still on, in case they have dropped a signal to set in our group.
Yeah.
To reset, they must give us a price there to put in, yeah?
Yeah.
Now then I set it. Now after that trade in setting another one, sometimes I'm used to see that money on the side of preset when there is a current price. Is it means that in setting that another coin, do we maintain that price in the first signal, or that is
okay?
The question.
Oh, you are saying that, for example, you traded Bitcoin and they gave you a preset price, and then after it has delivered, then they send you the same signal or the same coin again to trade. Then you discover that the preset price is different. The preset price is still there.
No,
isn't it?
Even if it is a different coin, but on reaching that coin preset price, they put current price. Now, what I'm asking, do we maintain the other price even if it is a different coin? So how is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you need to follow what the signal says. When the signal says current price, you trade at current price. When the signal says preset, you put in the preset price, because a signal that says preset, they give you the price that you need to preset on, isn't it? Yeah. So a signal that comes with a preset price, put in the preset price. The signal that says current price, it means after you have set your robot, you click start immediately. There is no preset. You go with current. That's what it means. you're gonna buy that coin at the current price. Okay. So you don't use the preset of another coin. No, you are going to use what is indicated in the signal. Follow the signal.
After setting, I click start immediately.
Immediately, yes. It is called current. When it says current, it means now, right now. What is the price on? What is the price of the coin right now? So you're gonna enter at that price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking questions. Really appreciate that. That's the only way you learn. If you are afraid to ask questions, you're not gonna learn. Okay? So please, yeah, feel free to ask your questions. There is nothing like a stupid question. All right? We appreciate your questions because we know that you are new. Some of the people are new here. So they will ask you questions. When you look at them, you'll be wondering, okay, but it shows that the person is new in the business. So we're gonna appreciate your questions. All right. So guys, let's end the Zoom here. Thank you for joining. And those that have asked questions, I really appreciate your questions. I hope that you have learned something or you have gained some knowledge to what you were already having. Okay, thank you so much. May you have a lovely, lovely day. We are still having to meet in the evening. We do have our evening Zoom session, and also we still got having one more day, which is tomorrow. We do have Zooms for morning and we do have Zooms for evening. So I expect to meet you in those Zoom training. All right. There is somebody here. Let me check. Is Isaac here? There was Isaac that I promised to help. I don't want him to feel otherwise if he's still in the Zoom. Let me check. I think they are not here. Okay, maybe they're gonna look for my contact. All right, they're gonna look for my contact. I promised to help somebody in their private session. So I see the person is not here. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. May you have a blessed day. I hope that you have benefited. Too much of anything is not good. So thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely day. Okay. Monica, why are you coming this time now? Monica, why are you coming this time? I'm about to end the Zoom. Sometimes you enter a coin at current price and you find a preset is you find a preset in that coin. So you put 0. Or are you answering Monica? Okay. I thought it's a question. All right. I think you are answering the concern. Yeah, when you are trading a coin, when you are trading a coin, okay, thank you so much, Monique. When you were trading a coin, for example, you are trading Bitcoin and it has delivered, and you were trading it on preset price and it has delivered. And the next round, they give you Bitcoin again. Okay, they give you Bitcoin again, probably at current price. When you set it up, you discover that the preset price is still there. So you go to preset and put 0 so that the preset price can go away. Okay? It happens when you are trading signals at preset. When the signal comes again, when the pair comes again, which was on preset, the preset price is still there. So you just need to go and put 0, you confirm. The preset price will go away. Or either you just click the preset price, then after that you confirm. It disappears. Okay, so you don't need to panic. Don't panic. Okay, Royalq is a semi-auto robot. It is a semi-automated robot. Thank you so much, Monica, for rounding up. That was good of you. I thought it's a question. Okay, so guys, let's meet in the evening Zoom. Be blessed. Be blessed. Thank you so much.